Hello and welcome to another Doctor Who related video. In today's Doctor Who related video, I'll be unboxing this, one of the recent Big Finish vinyls. Yeah, Big Finish are doing more vinyls. We all know what happened last time with those vinyls, didn't we? Many wild goose chases were had and much panic was spread. So yeah, got this today from HMV because HMV were very kind enough to put Cold Vengeance up on order. I believe that they only put 250 copies online and the other 1,000 were sent to the shops. This is the start of batch 2 of Big Finish vinyls with Cold Vengeance and Zygon Hunt, which is out in a couple of weeks' time with the 4th Doctor obviously. So we've got another 10th Doctor vinyl, so there seems to be a bit of a pattern with this, with obviously the 10th Doctor and the 4th Doctor, because probably they're the most mainstream Doctors, aren't they, because probably they're popular. So without further ado, let's open this up, shall we, and have a look at Cold Vengeance. So I've got some scissors now just to do the last little bit, and this is probably where I'm going to drop it, no my luck. So if we just do a little snip there. We're greeted with some lovely cardboard, lovely. So if we just undo that, oh hello, there it is. So if we just take it out gently, and there we go. Cold Vengeance on vinyl, so yeah. And let's have a so here we have Cold Vengeance in all its Ice Warrior glory. Now, if you want to know my thoughts on Cold Vengeance, I will leave a link in the description below to my review of the 10th Doctor Adventures Volume 2, and I'll leave a link to my previous Big Finish vinyl video, what I did on Energy of the Daleks and Infamy of Azaros, again in the description below, so if you want to check out that, then you can. So yeah, lovely cover, lovely Ice Warrior. I'm a big fan of the Ice Warriors, so I've got to get this because they're one of my favourite Doctor Who monsters, because I think there's such a rich heritage and culture behind the Ice Warriors, and I just love them, really. So yeah, they got 10th Doctor and Rose there, the spine, Cold Vengeance, which is very small. Moving to the back, got another picture of the Ice Warrior, and then what the story's about, so do free to pause if you want to know more about it. And then we've got the cast list there, and we have my limited edition number there, which is 222 out of 1,250. So yeah, I'm glad that Big Finish actually listened to us and actually did a higher quantity and not did something daft like 750 copies again. I believe Zygon Hunt's 2,000, so that's really cool. So hopefully that everyone who wants it can get a copy and not be, you know, diddled by the scalpers, really. So let's open it up, shall we? The vinyl from the outer sleeve, you're greeted with production notes by Matt Fitton. And we've got a lovely photo of David Tennant from recording Volume 2, so there we go. So you have a little read if you want there. So just move that down there slowly. So if you want to have a read, then do feel free to pause. Then we have Nicholas Briggs, you know, talking about the story there. So do feel free to pause if you want to know more about what he says there. And then again we have what Jason Hay-Gallery has to say about this story as well. So yeah, very nice. And then we move to the back, then we have production credits for this release there, and we have this nice sort of green, sort of emerald green motif there with the new Doctor Who logo there, which looks rather nice with this sort of nice emerald green cosmos background. I really do like that. So removing the vinyl from the actual sleeve, you're greeted with again the same sort of lovely emerald green motif what the packaging is in, and I have to say it looks absolutely wonderful. It is a thing of beauty. I think it's probably my second favourite coloured vinyl Big Finish have done. I really do like the Energy of the Daleks blue vinyl, what they did, that sort of electric blue. It looks absolutely wonderful, and this one I have to say looks a lot better than Infamy of Azaros, because, you know, Infamy of Azaros looked like a really bright yellow, but it came out very much like a pastel yellow. So this just looks absolutely wonderful, this nice emerald green vinyl. So yeah, that's basically what you're getting for £20 if you manage to get it in store or online. So obviously the first side, so side A, has part 1, because obviously this is an hour-long story, so they had to make it into a 2-part story. So it'll be quite interesting to see how this does as a 2-parter. So then we flip to the other side, then you have side B, which is part 2. So there we have it, Cold Vengeance on vinyl, which is exclusive to HMV. Now if you want to get yourself a copy and you don't want to sort of have a wasted journey, then definitely go online to HMV and order this, because when I ordered this, you can only get it via a link, but I believe if you just search Cold Vengeance now, you'll probably find it, and I believe that there aren't many copies left online. If you want to save yourself a trip to HMV, then definitely order it. online, so you definitely know that you've grabbed yourself a copy. Just checked online, and Cold Vengeance is still in stock, so you can still buy it if you want. Hopefully in focus. So yeah, Cold Vengeance, 20 quid. So yeah, definitely buy it while it's online, just to save the hassle of going to different HMV stores just to see if they've got it. But if they don't have it online when this video goes out, but I hope you find it. I hope that you manage to get a copy, because it is absolutely a thing of beauty. So that's the vinyl section done of this video. Now I'm going to do something a little bit extra just to fill out this video a bit more. I'm going to talk about some short trips where I've bought from the recent Big Finish sale. So there we go, that's the Cold Vengeance side of the video done. So if you want to know my thoughts on Cold Vengeance as a story, then again I will leave a link in the description below to my review of the 10th Doctor Adventures Volume 2 review, and again I will leave a link to my Big Finish vinyl video, what I did when the first 2 Big Finish vinyls came out, Infamy of Azaros and Energy of the Daleks. So on to the short trips. Right, so moving on to the short trips now. Now Big Finish recently had a sale on the short trips, which is a range what really gets overlooked because it's probably the most audiobook format Big Finish do. And around sort of end of September, sort of October time, they released some subscriber short trips, which goes under the banner of Short Trip Rarities. And of course I picked up some because hey, I can't resist a Big Finish sale. So this batch of Short Trip Rarities, what they did, I already had a few of them because obviously they're part of the subscription. I had quite a long time ago. Also, to celebrate some new Short Trip Rarities being put on, they put a sale on all the short trips, so I did pick up a few. So I picked up 2 from the rarity section. So I picked up a Home from Home, which is a 3rd Doctor and Liz story, which is going to be great because obviously it's a 3rd Doctor and it's season 7 Pertwee and it's more Liz, so that's great because obviously there's not that much stuff involving Liz and the 3rd Doctor, so I'm happy to listen to that. So I'll get around to listening to that eventually, so I'm very excited to give that one a go. And the second rarity I got was Twilight's End, and if you followed my channel for a long time, you know that I absolutely love Project Twilight and Project Lazarus, because they're just some of the wonderful Big Finish stuff what they did in the early days, all part of the Forge arc. And I listened to this one, it's read by Beth Chalmers, and yeah, it's a good story. I give it a 7 out of 10, and it's one of those stories where you do need that knowledge of Nimrod and everything. It's very much a story of 2 halves. That the first half is very much action-packed, and then the second half of the story is very much a quiet character piece between the Doctor and Nimrod. So it's a very interesting story. So moving on to the other short trips I got Gardener's World, again the 3rd Doctor story, but read by Tim Trelaw, so it'd be very interesting to give that one a go. And I also picked up The Blame Game, which is read by Rufus Hound, which again explores the 3rd Doctor's exile with the meddling monk, which would be quite an interesting one to give a listen to. The last short trip I picked up was The Ingenious Gentleman Adric of Alzarius. Now I have to say, the Adric short trips, what they've done, part of the short trip range, are wonderful. A Full Life is one of my favourite short trips what they've done. It's just a wonderful story, and this one is no exception. This one is very much a fantasy story and really reminds me of Shrek because it's got a dragon, it's got a donkey, and we've got Adric and a knight going on a quest to rescue the Lady Tegan from the tower called the TARDIS. So it is very much that, and it's very much a story dealing with Adric coming to terms with the loss of the 4th Doctor and trying to deal with that, and that's kind of the main crux of the story. And there's a wonderful twist involving a knight, what Adric goes on the quest with. Not going to spoil that because that's a really wonderful twist within the actual story itself. But yeah, it's a really nice fairy tale-esque story, and it kind of makes sense while it is this sort of fairy tale story when the story reaches its sort of final 5 minutes, and it's got some really nice nods to previous stories within it. It's just a really nice, fun, easy listen. The time this story finishes, you think, wow, that was a really nice, beautiful story. So yeah, definitely recommend that short trip. So if you want to see more short trip videos and you want me to sort of do some reviews of them, because I have reviewed some short trips in the past. I reviewed the Jago Lightfoot Revival, the Time Tunnel, the Toy, and the Heart on Both Sides, the 8th Doctor and Nyssa Time War story. And I thought I'd just include some recent short trip pickups because, the short trips don't get much exposure on my channel and don't get much exposure in general. So I thought I'd do that not only to show you some of the short trips that I've added to my collection, but also to give the short trips a little plug, I guess, really. So yeah, if you want to see some more short trip videos in the near future, then comment down below that you'll be interested to see those. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed the unboxing of Cold Vengeance and enjoyed me talking about some of the short trips what I've added to my collection. I just did that just to, you know, beef up the video, so you're not just getting an unboxing, you're getting a bit more of a collection update in a way. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next video, which will be a Big Finish review of something from the back catalogue of Big Finish. Oh yes, very exciting. So thank you very much for watching.